Hello, and thank you for joining us on this video. Today we're going to be going through a demonstration of Cake Point of Sale for a full-service restaurant. Now, here we are launching our system. There's a couple things I want to point out. So these black bars on the side and my mouse are only showing on my computer. Your system would be a full screen and your system would be a touch screen. I'm also going to be logging in as a manager today. So a few things that I do, like change the menu prices, your normal employees would not have access to. So there are three ways for a user to sign in. Number one, after selecting my name here, I can enter a password. Option number two would involve a swipe card on that screen instead of a password. And option number three is the quick pin sign in. So the quick pin page would replace your list of users. And once the individual user logs in with their code, it'll automatically recognize who it is and let them clock in or just sign in to process orders. After I sign in, it's also going to prompt me to clock in for the day. So the system will track all of your employees' hours, their pay rates. You can set up all the rules for overtime, paid meals, etc. Now, depending on your restaurant, you might have different devices for different sections or different workers. Each device can be configured to its own start page. So the terminal for your bartender might route to just a basic new order page, while the terminal for your server section might start at your table layout. So on my table layout, we see over here on the left side my different sections. I have my main dining room, my patio area, and my bar area. It's very simple to make any changes here if needed. I would just tap the edit button on the top right, and then I can drag and drop the tables to move them around. I can select them if I wanted to change the table number or what I'm calling it, add seat numbers, or alter between square and circle, and use this little arrow here on the bottom right to resize or reshape. Once my server is assigned their section, all they need to do is tap their assigned table that they were just sat at to begin their order. So we'll see up here on the top in blue are my categories with the corresponding items below. You'll also notice on the top that I have different menus available for selection, jumping between my American or my bar menu or even my happy hour specials. You can have different menus with their own categories and items assigned, and these menus can also show up and disappear at the specific times or days that you select. You don't have to clutter up your entire system, and you don't have to worry about giving your staff access to any special pricing when the timing is not the right time. We're also showing the prices in the bottom right corner, so staff can easily answer any questions on price. In addition to that, we also have a button for Add Seat. So some people may opt to use seat numbers in addition to their table numbers. So seat numbers will let you mark exactly who ordered what, and it makes it much more efficient when bringing out food, as well as if you needed to split checks. This feature can easily be turned off if you do not plan to use seat numbers. So here we'll build out a quick order. We'll add fries, well as a Coke for person number one. Person number two wanted Sprite, as well as the potato skins. And person number three just wanted some mozzarella sticks. So if this is all that this party is ordering at this time, I can tap send and everything will get sent back to the kitchen. When it comes time to pay, if these were three different people that all want to pay separately, we'll go into our split order tab. So these two arrows on the top left of the screen is your split button. Now, like I mentioned earlier, if we did use our seat numbers, it's very easy to split these tabs. I would just tap seat split here on the bottom, split by seat, and it'll automatically give us all three tabs. In addition to that, we can also split an item. So if all three people had shared these mozzarella sticks, I can tap to select it, and then tap split item on the bottom to put across all three checks. Now, tapping undo all will bring everything back into the one. And just to show, it's very simple to split tabs even without these seat numbers. You would just select your item and tap Add Check on the top right to move it over. Or you can add a blank check and then tap the items that you want to move over and tap to move them. Going back to our ordering screen here. For items that are already added to my tab, I can swipe to the right if I wanted to increase or decrease the quantity, or also swipe to the left if I want to do a quick delete. Items that have already been sent to the kitchen won't be able to get deleted. That'll require what's called a void, and in most cases will require manager approval. Now, so far, each item we've added have been very simple items. Just one tap of the button adds to the tab. Of course, you'll have a ton of items that have modifiers attached. So for this example, I'm going to add on my bacon and cheddar burger to this order. So for my bacon and cheddar burger, this has required modifiers attached to it. When my staff adds this to the order, it brings them directly to the modifiers page. So here we see I have two modifiers attached to this item, the meat temperature, as well as their two sides options. These are both required fields. So if my staff tried to save this without making a selection there, it'll give them an error. They can't send that back to the kitchen. As well as for my two sides options, I have this set choose 2 to 2. So if my staff only made one selection here, they'll still get that error. I also have premium side options attached on the bottom, so you can add an upcharge for modifiers as well. And everything we've seen so far, the meat temperature and the two sides options, these are specific modifiers assigned directly to my bacon and cheddar burger. Besides this, we also give you access to your global modifiers. This will be your full list of everything else in the system to choose from. So if a customer wanted to add jalapeno to their burger, they can do so here. And you can also have the prices already inputted. So add or side of jalapenos is $1. Light jalapeno will be 50 cents, or extra will be $2. I can also add custom notes to my kitchen as well. Maybe they wanted this burger cut in half. And since you'll have a touchscreen terminal, a keyboard would pop up from the bottom for you, for your staff to type. To edit modifiers, or for items with optional modifiers, after it's already on the tab, your staff can then tap the item and scroll down just a bit to get back to that modifiers page. When it comes to discounting, if you're discounting just one specific item, that's done on the same page. So you just tap the item, scroll down, and you're able to select your discount for that specific item. Discounting a full ticket would be in the payment page. So after tapping pay here on the bottom, we're on our payment page. So to discount a full order, I would just tap the discount button on the bottom left and choose from the pre-selected list, or if there was a manager available, they could do their own custom discount. If the customer needed to split the payment, maybe they needed to do part cash, part card, or multiple cards, I would tap the split payment button and just enter their payment method. So maybe some cash, we'll do $10 of cash. Remaining balance is $17.96. I can go over to the card tab. Maybe they wanted to use 2 cards, 3 cards, whatever they needed to do to split that evenly. Now on the top right, we have a few more buttons. Number 1, this magnifying glass is your search button. So again, with your touchscreen, a keyboard will pop up from the bottom for your staff to use. And this lets me just type in, for example, we'll use chicken. Here's all my menu items with the word chicken for my staff to quick select. The next button will be your open item button, these 7 dots here. This will most likely be a manager-only feature. This lets you type in a custom price. For example, here's $8 to add to your tab. And then you can select it again to give it an accurate name for the customer and kitchen receipt. This will be if you're doing something custom for your customer, or maybe you had a new item that you forgot to put on the POS that someone just ordered. And then lastly, we have our quick menu edit button. So over here on the top right, this pencil icon brings you into edit mode. So from here, any button that I select, I can now create a new category or create a new item if you wanted to make new buttons on the fly, as well as you can edit whatever you select. So for my home chip appetizer here, if I tap edit, I can now change the name, I can change the price, I can change which printer or printers is going to, as well as we can record the stock count. You might notice the 0 next to my tots. That means we're out of stock on the tots. For my fries, let's say we only had 2 orders of fries left. So in my edit mode, I would tap the fries, tap stock count, and here I can input 2. So we have 2 orders of fries left. Now every time my staff adds this to an order, that count of 2 will go down. Now it's going to show a 1. Now it's 0. And this will also update real time across all devices, so your staff would not be able to oversell anything. And once we're at 0, that button no longer works, so your staff cannot sell what you do not have. Now, going to the top left corner is our main menu. This is where you can find your receipts and issue refunds. This is where your servers can go to enter their tips from card receipts at the end of the night. You can assign cash drawers to specific individuals. This is also where you'll be doing your closed cash report at the end of the night. So clicking close cash will give me a summary of either the entire shift or the entire day. This report can also be automatically sent to your email or printed out at the end of the night. Thank you for joining us on this demonstration of Cake Point of Sale for a full-service restaurant. If you do have any additional questions, please reach out to your sales representative. Thank you.